Hey, are we back? Hey, and the audio is working. Oh, man. I swear, it's something with the Stream Deck audio program. It does not like cooperating sometimes. One of these days, I'm just gonna have to get a full-on digital mixer. Oh, good. I forgot. We get to restart ads. That's great. All right. Well, you know what? We'll chill for a minute. We'll give it a moment. All right. What did I miss? You're suffering through the monthly hell and trying not to let it affect your mental health too much. I'm sorry, Lunar. Is there anything that we can do for you? Buy you any snacks? Treats? Send you hugs via like a stuffed animal? One of them is essentially a beta test of something you're going to incorporate into the main campaign. Think Third Life by Grian, if you've seen it. I have. And all the NPCs are based off of the folks in that series. Oh, that's fun. Cramps are not as bad as they used to be, but it's not. But it's not messing with that instead. Cramps are not as bad as they used to be, but it's not messing with that instead. Is it? Oh, but now it's messing with that. Gotcha. Okay. I was like, is my brain broken? Am I not making sense of words that should make sense? Go CeraVe cleansers. Ooh. I know. I'm sorry about the ads. Bezos needs his blood money. It's all right, we're almost done. And then we can get back to Disco Elysium. Perfect. Beautiful. We should be good. So how are you going to run this Third Life-esque game? It's a demiplane controlled by the god of murder who is hurt in a fight with other gods, so he constantly revives everyone over and over and has them murder each other to give him more power. Interesting. Okay. Hey, Dimwit. It's good to see you, buddy. How are you?
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
That's a lot of places. East Delta Pinball? Revachol Ice City?
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Main Hall, Building B, Whirling in
Nothing
Rags.
happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
East Delta Pinball.
Silence. No one answers your call.
Fortress Accident
Silence.
SCA.
No one's home at Fortress Accident.
Slipstream?
You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver. but
Slightly
isn't
hungover?
saying anything.
How much did you drink last night? On a more positive note, you're making pancakes. Pancakes? I love pancakes. What kind of pancakes?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
This is a woman's voice crackling and fragile through the static.
Have you come to place an order?
I thought I was calling Slipstream SCA.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
It's a woman, and she knows you. Your heart beats faster.
You're waiting for the empty bottles to accumulate in the background? That'll be months away. I haven't even started the mead making process. You're gonna run it by putting in way too much effort. You've made a spreadsheet to track the deaths of NPCs using that to dictate story. It tracks lives, alliances, and basic stats you'd want to have on hand. I mean, that sounds pretty rad.
No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Yeah.
Michelle, just please.
Breath is distorted and she's breathing heavily.
Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel detached from your surroundings. Inside the building, a cold memory hangs.
What?
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Of course I care, it's just that I've been going through some tough times.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it
This is
sounds like
very
she's
spooky.
submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally meet again.
She sounds like she's about to cry. The cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who's 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor. She doesn't answer.
You said it was nice. What's so nice about forgetting?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What just happened?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
What just
I don't know
happened?
what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Interesting. Febron's taxi.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
Emma's fashion atelier.
You wait
Atelier.
for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call. You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Artemitep's boxing for young athletes
All
in
you
gym.
hear is static, but no one answers the call.
Andrew Orlando, Hair
You
SCA.
ring the doorbell, but no one answers. Just seeing the words Andrew Orlando gets your hackles up. Its very existence is a threat to your masculinity, to say nothing of your hair.
What does that even mean?
Off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Oh.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
I don't have anything important. Who's Kuno? This is the police. Please open the door.
Sorry, officer. I thought you were...
A spot of static overrides her
The
words.
doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Hold on. Where is Volition? Hold yourself together. Keep your morale up. Let's level that up. Let's level that up. And let's try this. I don't know what this does, but I'm very curious about this ghost lady.
Whatever she says,
Yes.
it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and... Alright, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. Oblivion's the ace in your corner.
Call her again.
There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer the call. It's cold outside, and you can hear the wind blowing into the speaker. A strange metallic taste fills your mouth as you stare at the intercom.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Okay, what do I do? I think I gotta play along.
My God.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
Please don't hang up, I just want to explain myself.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Wait, is she...
Didn't you say that the last time we talked?
Michelle.
Ah.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Stop already, stop repeating your words. Doesn't matter what I say, you're just going to continue, right?
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Blows into your microphone
So it's a ghost
again,
from the
croaking
past.
and echoing in the box. Your hands are getting cold and your breathing becomes visible, forming small silvery puffs in the air.
Is it over? Can we talk now?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean. It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
And then it hits you. She tries again.
You're
not
recording.
To cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being played off a wax cylinder. Real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this. Anger boils up in your chest.
Why does it still feel like it's my fault?
Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance, but can't make out any words. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going.
Keep
A
listening.
phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds.
Anyone there?
No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow, crawling inside your head. Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch your shape in dark hallways, guttering.
So,
The strange alien thought pattern ends. The lieutenant cuts in, inspecting the
it was a
intercom.
recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve.
Recording trapped in some circuitry?
I don't have time to explain it to you right now. Maybe sometime later.
Looks at the sea almost wistful. Something weird just happened to
Don't take
me.
this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
Fair?
This
Fair.
button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
All right. Well, curious. I
An
wonder.
old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Oh, it's gone now. I can't call it again. Because it was right here. I was going to see if I could get her to, or ask it to open the door, but I doubt it would have done anything. This book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. On the cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. It's me, I'm the Flame Walker. This book's about pate. This book, you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. It takes willpower to even read the author's name, Jan Kaus from Iguania. Book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. A book about Boyadoro culture. It promotes freedom and roaming upstream. Crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Interesting. So it was a recording.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
A young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
She stomps her feet to feel warmer. Is it okay if I ask you some questions? Hi, Kane. How are you,
Okay,
buddy?
Sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What's your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. What are you up to this morning? The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts her eyes wide as if recalling something.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold
I'm
because...
signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
First time catching this game? What is it about? That's a good question. We play this detective dude right here. We woke up from apparently a bender in a hostel, and he has amnesia, and there is a murder nearby, and we're supposed to figure out what's going on. That's about all I know. It's almost dinner time here, so you're cooking some homemade burritos. Ooh, that sounds good. What's in the
A
burritos?
sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling, but she's cold.
I could help by brutally dismantling the free market. Let's do it. You have to catch up on my VODs, so you won't be sticking around, but you're so happy I'm enjoying the game. It's interesting so far. I am enjoying the depth that seems to be in it and just the random things that are happening. I don't know if any of it, like, connects or not, but I'm curious to see what happens. Whatever you want to have, a lot of things to put in. What would you put in? You're cold. Can I help in some way?
Kind of you to offer, sir.
Just know what else to say.
What could you do to help her anyway?
I should maybe have a store with,
No,
word with
sir.
store owner.
I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
Shouldn't you be at school or something? It sounds like communism. About burritos? Yeah, it does. Whatever you want. Communism. You've made the choice of both beef or chicken meat cooked. Cecilia really loves chicken burritos. I too really love chicken burritos, especially in bed. No better place to eat a good burrito than being burritoed in a comfy bed.
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Isn't school going to be more important than
Mum
this?
says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed. Mum
How
says
is the
it's
business?
peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Oh.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
A burrito. Yes, like a kitten wrapped in a towel.
Cursed in the way that makes
A
them
little
say that
burrito.
no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
Bankrupt?
Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
This sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this. Narrow your eyes and look through the creaking boards of the window.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
And it makes a note in his book.
Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir.
Board games? I want board games. How does the curse manifest itself?
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather.
Fine, I'll show you.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir?
Fine, I'll show you. What do you know about the other failed
Nothing really,
businesses?
sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms.
I
or
don't-
the
I don't-
cellar. I don't really know what's there.
It wasn't the burritos. It was brutally dismantling the free market. But burritos... Oh, wait, burritos do sound like communism? I disagree, sir. Do you want to choose? Wait. I don't think that's how that works. I think that's democracy. Huh.
Maybe I
Okay.
can tell you about some of our books instead.
Tell me about the crime
Fiction
business.
is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Maybe it's because you make a big enough burrito for everyone to have some, and that's communism. Not crime fiction. I need to know what crime is. She doesn't know what to say. It's that bad.
Crime is what we were solving before this conversation began.
All right, I get it. Crime, murder gets people going.
And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm a policeman myself, by the
You
way.
don't look much like a policeman.
What does a cop look like then?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
But I am Dick Mullen. She points to a book cover on which you see a strapping Vespertine officer. He stands grimly over the body of a dead woman. Nobody actually looks like that guy in the picture. That's just a stupid fantasy man. It's not your body that's important in police work anyway. It's your points to your head.
Head? Yes.
It's your soul. Your blue soul. No, your resilience.
Why do I get multiple things talking to me about this? This is interesting. Soul. That Mullen guy looks like a Hample man. Who could respect that face? It's not even drawn correctly. He lacks soul. Grit. A total disregard for personal safety. You got to take the pain. This Mullen guy looks like he'd run to his mom and got no balls.
I'm not sure I understand.
Policeman's got to have the right stuff. An ingrained sense of the law. No one would follow a weakling like Mullen.
If you say so, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for your soul.
Aw, thank
Maybe
you.
you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Sure. Dick Mullen stares at you with harsh disapproval. Ooh. All right. We're going to try this. Wait, can I see you around, Annette? Save.
Hello again, sir.
All right. I'm going to do something now. Let's try it.
The girl keeps
Yes.
her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
Why do you keep your hands folded?
What do you mean, sir?
She looks wary.
She knows where this is going.
Every time I deduce, people get hurt. You don't need to be worried. I'm here to help.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her.
Does her mother
She
beat her
doesn't want to
hands?
show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. A facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals.
It's okay.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
You bite your nails.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded.
Or a few other
Well,
hints.
That proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She's not impressed. Well, I'm just glad she's not being beaten, honestly.
She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex.
One more, but I can figure out why you bite your nails. I got a few reasons in mind. You think so? Fine, do better. Deduce something about
Quite
me.
sober.
She snaps back quickly.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
How do you know I'm usually not?
Because you usually aren't.
I'm so sad and my head hurts.
I'm sorry, sir. I hope things get better soon.
A gleam of sympathy in her face.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels
She
familiar
did just own me.
somehow.
Alright, let's quick save
Hi,
again.
Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Ah, she called me Ace Detective. What are you missing here? Why does this feel familiar?
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
We've met before?
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time.
She sways back and forth on her feet. She could become a policewoman. I would encourage
You're
it.
running around all week without your shirt on, sir. Apologizing to everyone. I don't really understand what you've done wrong.
Did I ever talk to you?
Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
Thanks, I'm trying.
Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Party
Party
eyes?
Yes, of course. That makes sense.
The lieutenant slowly, ever so slowly, realizes something.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all.
What are party
You
eyes?
know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
Oh, I was high.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now.
Hi,
Snap those
sweetie.
sequins on you, boy.
Wow. That's how she knows you're usually not sober, or you'd remember? Yikes. Yeah, so I was really on a bender. You two run around without a shirt apologizing to someone. Your neighbors now avoid eye contact, but that just makes me more apologetic. The girl doesn't know what she's talking about. Forget this. Does that mean I've been partaking in
baby,
narcotics?
That's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
Why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with?
I didn't know I had to do that.
Thanks. I've learned something about myself
I'm
today.
glad I could help you, sir.
Hi, sweetie. Oh, good boy. Go lay down in the bed, huh? You can use that bed. Yeah. Oh, good boy. Alright, what is
It's
romance?
the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
The good man and the bad man?
Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about a poor man getting a rich lady? What about when both of the men are bad? What about when everyone is poor? What about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all? What about a poor man getting a rich
It
lady?
happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something. Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
Yeah, this policeman is not having a good life. Definitely not. What about when both men are
These are
bad?
not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
What if it's written really well?
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
What about when everyone's
That's
poor?
really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Sometimes you have to write about real life
Not
things.
in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end.
What about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work
I
out?
haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Do you think she has one about an excruciatingly painful breakup? Maybe I will.
I'm sure she can help out.
Let's not
Anything else
traumatize
you're
the poor
curious
child. Yep, enough
Maybe
romance.
some about other books.
What about famous
Oh,
people?
Kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Can I become famous by reading one of those books?
I don't know about that, but I imagine life is great when you're famous.
Famous for vain people, I have better things to do. These famous people sound like a bunch of dorks. Oh, fame sounds delicious. Maybe someone will write a book about me one
Why
day.
would they do that, sir?
Because I'll be a superstar cop in the papers and everything. That'll show them. Why, indeed. I'm just an old, tired cop. What use am I? I'll be a superstar cop.
That's
Yeah.
so cool. Maybe they'll make you a book cover picture and everything. Standing over a dead body, holding a gun.
All right. Thank you, Annette. There's so much to do out here. Like, there's this bag I want to go pick up. Oh. Equip this to collect tear from the streets. Oh my god, I can literally clean up the streets. I can't believe I can literally pick up garbage around the streets. That's incredible. You hear the distant squalls of seabirds. Oh, they're playing marbles or something. Splatter of bullet holes lines the wall. Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza? The damage looks like it could have been caused by an earthquake. I just love the fact that I can walk around and pick up garbage. That's very funny to me. Like a true cop. Cleaning the streets, one bottle at a time. Broken window? Tibbs has windows. To Roundabout North. To Capeside Apartments. Martinez Pier. What's here?
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Poor little viewer.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Good thing I am wearing gloves. Vandalism.
Probably some kids.
Look inside.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Shift your focus to the
Under
background.
the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows.
Interesting. Does any of this have any relevance?
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary.
All right, so the kid Kuno did something. I'm assuming that's why it says Onuk with the C and N backward, because it's backward. So it's Kuno. Night's still young. Okay. No. No, he's clearly not Kuno. Give me those bottles. Let's clean up after the bender that I probably caused. All right, let's go get the body, shall we? Have I met him yet? No, I don't think I have. I haven't even gone to the body yet. I've literally been running around just exploring this little bit of town, talking to everyone. Oh, let me guess, that's Kuno? Is he throwing rocks at the dead body? Yep. Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. A human being decomposes. The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12.
Yeah, nappa comfy, Kuno.
The other kid yells from behind the fence. Hey kid, a word, police business.
Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
Kunoese? Kunois?
Love it in the dick.
Wow.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Hold on, what does that mean?
The kid is obviously high.
Ah. Stop getting high at my crime scene.
Fuck that. Kuno, yeah, right in the mouthhole.
They pay you no heed or pretend not to notice you.
I'm gonna just arrest this kid, right?
Shits himself. The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno. The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno is not a gardener.
Kid, you wanna hang out? I'm not a narc. What should we do, Kim?
Shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What
You will
forces?
see.
Are you kids' siblings?
What are you talking about? He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
That's not at all what I said. You wanna hang out? I'm not a narc.
Fuck no. Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit.
Look, I've got questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
What do you know about it?
Shitload pig. What's your question? Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Kim, help me out here. What do we want to
If I
know?
were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
Okay.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
All right. Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
What does it mean?
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
You know how I got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see
You
it
heard
happening.
Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Where's Night City?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Jeez. You seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
I'm about to throw something at Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno.
Alright. Quick punch should sort him out. I kind of
Testing
wanna.
Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
Though I do not condone beating children. That is a bad thing. You kids play in this yard often?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
The Kuno sounds like something you'd call a rabid dog.
Yeah, think about it. Think about that rabid Kuno shit.
He seems glad someone understood what he was going for. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence.
watch out, Kuno, he's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you.
The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent like a fire alarm.
It's got Kuno. Help! Rape!
Sound gets louder as the kid shouts at the window overlooking the yard.
He's got the Kuno, help!
Oh my god.
Calm down. Anyone watching can see you're doing nothing. Just keep it professional.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
go.
Get out of here before the Kuno beats the shit out of you.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
kid.
that's right. Drag your fat ass out of here, fat boy, before Kuno fucks you.
Don't listen. Just go.
Alright, so... Can I just swing this bag wildly and do the world a favor and get rid of Kuno, or... The letter R wears a crown on the ribbon below, a light above descending. You lost a stare down with a kid that calls for some alcohol?
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. Well, it is a container.
Why am I looking at the
Maybe
trash
you're
container? Yeah.
prioritizing it.
What do you think could be in here, Lieutenant?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
I feel like there's something
What
in
do you
there.
mean, feel?
It's extrasensory perception, whatever is in there holds a special significance. It's just a hunch. Maybe someone threw something in there? How do we get the lock
You
open?
could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or
No, or pry bar! Or...
we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Force time! Jam the tool under the lid? Oh, I don't have the tool equipped. I see. Yeah, we'll ask the dude. Let's actually investigate the crime scene, though. Let's look at the blood.
There are several footprints in the mud.
Or footprints,
left by
whatever.
work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
What kind of
Heavy
boots?
workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard.
Alright, let's...
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
Alright, well, I guess we'll... try again later if I can. Now, if only I could find some alcohol. Ooh, money! Ooh, magnesium! Someone is trying to grow herbs in this garden. This kid's ladder is rickety but still climbable. Alright, well, let's look at the body.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
That is a body, alright.
You seem to be holding your breath.
Look
The
down.
cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
What is that? Why is it so
Active
bad?
decay. It It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
The lieutenant raises a white piece of linen to his
He's
nose.
about to blow. Cop's gonna blow, Kuno.
Ooh, let's do it. Let's do it.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Let it out. It's probably better for my body anyway. Get any extra alcohol out of there.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
God.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
The lieutenant hands you his white handkerchief. Thanks,
The
buddy.
hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
You think ammonia would help?
If you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor.
Ah, but not
I
you.
can't handle the headache.
Ah, that's fair.
It's
All
more
right.
likely he can handle the smell, unlike you.
Where do we get ammonia?
That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell.
Oh
If
yeah,
she
good
doesn't
point.
have any, there might be some in the freight store nearby.
Okay. All right.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Okay. Let's go look at this then. Well, it's a good thing I have a bag to collect that vomit in, huh?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Why am I looking at this pile of roofing material?
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Pull the panels
There it
aside.
is. You see a shabby little door.
Hi, sweet pea.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
All right. We're making some progress. The winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. Let's go get this bucket. I bet that bucket could be important. No? Why not? Oh, maybe I have to go through here to get the bucket? Mr. Bucket? Or not? Oh, I bet this is Kuno's place, huh? That looks like a throne he'd make over a pig head. Silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine.
Oh, is it?
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere. I've heard amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective?
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However,
Points to the ladder
see
in the
that
corner.
ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
All right. Poster that says, get out of the way or get effed up. Cured pig's head, it looks mummified. An empty tube of magnesium supplement. Oh, a jacket. It's a police jacket. Oh, I see. The bucket was up a thing. Starway is going to collapse soon. All right, well, let's get that Grand Couron postcard. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Okay. What's in this box? It looks like a fire extinguisher. More real. Can I get this?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. Man down, a trooper has been left behind the enemy lines. You could swear it's more of an instinct than an actual sight, but you know there's the RCM signature rectangle on the cloak. It's a cop's cloak.
Cop's cloak.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You
Fair.
could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Go for the cloak, jump over the edge, look
The
around.
wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard.
Oh.
The look in his eyes is a mix of the engineer-like interest and the wonder of a 6-year-old seeing a horse for the first time.
Now that's a huge
Yes,
crane.
That's one way of putting it. It's certainly an impressive achievement of engineering. But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here.
He looks at the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind. Do you really think this cloak is mine? Should I go for it?
cloak?
Jump?
I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it,
He looks over the edge at the cold pavement below. I mean, it doesn't look like that big of a jump. Know what produced that wonder of engineering? Capitalism.
well,
Communism.
it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2-meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
That's a very low chance of
What are
me
we doing?
doing it probably without
We're
being hurt.
awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. I thought that was our intention. Or it could be that we are just exploring.
He's thinking you've forgotten where you are again.
Let's do it. I'm gonna fail, but let's do it.
Nope, no.
Yep.
That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here.
All right, I can't do it right now. I'll make the jump next time.
Just be careful, okay? Looks like you almost strained a muscle there.
See, it's definitely not that high, and I could probably make it. But whatever. I guess they don't want me to. Back down again. This is the Kuno of jumps for you. Hey now. Don't bring Kuno into this. He's just a snot-nosed brat. He doesn't know anything. All right, let's see if we can get a key to the dumpster and some salt. Don't mind me, I'm just auditioning for one of the voices in your head.
Hello
You're doing a
again,
great
officer.
job. You still
How
have your
are
salts? I think I could use some.
Sure. I'm done with them.
Takes a small capsule out of her breast pocket and hands it
Go
to you.
easy
Thank
on
you.
that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Thanks, lady. All right, let's go get the key. I mean, I feel like all of you are kind of voices in my head, so, you know, keep it up. Oh, who's this? Hello, sir. I don't recall you being here. It's all about money, you know? It sure is. Whatever that means. Hey, the kitchen's open.
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Well, duh.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
What is this
Prod at it
feeling?
and find out.
Doesn't it seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you, Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The whirling in rags is not special in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
What do you need them for?
We need the
Concerns case.
keys.
Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Yeah, sure. Oh, I talked to Sylvie. She left because of me, not you.
Wait, what? But what about the bird?
The bird?
Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left.
She didn't break it. I did. I threw it against the
You
wall.
broke the skewer.
I assure you it was him.
It's as if he can't decide whether to be angry or relieved that it was you. Again.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer?
Maybe I have a vendetta against it. I just break things. It's the way I am. I hit some mystery.
I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message. Symbol of hope and all.
That bird ain't no symbol of hope. It's a menace and a traitor.
All right. Did she say anything else about me, you know? Did she say anything about me?
Hi, Gina. Thank you for the resub. Welcome back for your 26th adventure. How are you doing? It's been so long. She said she was flattered it was just bad
Really?
timing.
I should give her a call then.
He wipes his brow and stares at the
Thanks,
counter.
I guess. Was there anything else you wanted, or?
Or can you give him a moment? Somehow you realize this is not going to net you any professional discounts. Already he's reverting back to defensive.
I've seen something here at the Whirling, and I need to talk about it.
Thing?
I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
She said she thinks you're kind of cute, but she only talks to guys who are really persistent with their calls and texts. It's been crazy. It has been way too long, and you feel so bad. Don't feel bad. I stopped streaming for like a month because we were getting ready to move, and we're in the house now, so I've started streaming again. Sweet Pea's the other one, and we're all doing pretty good. We're happy to be in the house, excited. It feels nice having a space of our own. Plum's actually downstairs looking out the window and barking.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
It's a shame you gotta suck up to the Union to stay afloat.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you.
We are glad as well. We are very glad as well. And we've already started, you know, getting to put stuff up and decorate and stuff like that, and it's been wonderful. It finally got done. It took them 9 months, I think. We've been here for 10 or so.
We should find out who this Lord faction is occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
How do we find them?
don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
Something else I wanted to ask about. Miss Moo? Holy cow! It's Miss Moo. How are you? Thank you so much for the sub. Welcome to the adventure. Your first adventure. Y'all, during my little break while I was moving, I through some weird chain of events was introduced to this wonderful person, Miss Moo. She is a fantastic streamer, a lot of fun, really interactive with her community. I highly recommend y'all give her a follow and check her out. She is so very sweet and very funny, and has entertained me for many mornings while I've been at work. So it's wonderful to see you. I'm doing all right. Glad to be getting to stream again and play a little bit. And like I said, I was just telling people we just recently moved into the house. And yeah, life is doing pretty good. I'm going to be making mead today, which I'm excited about. So what has been going on with you? I'm glad to hear you're good. Oh, and we got you out of it, so I'm very thankful as well. Like I said, really, really weird circumstances, but I can't complain about the results. Getting to meet you and your community, the Moo crew, has been absolutely delightful. Absolutely. Like I said, y'all, if you want another streamer to go check out, you should totally check out Miss Moo. Give me just a sec. Lauren's calling. She's at the farmer's market and wanted to see if I wanted some pickles. Oh, Gina, thank you for following Miss Moo. You won't regret it. She is a lot of fun. Like I said, basically every morning that she streams and I'm working, I put her on in the background while I do stuff. And I lurk a lot. I'm sorry, Moo, that I'm not too active of a chatter, but her community, the Moo crew, are just so sweet and so fun. How dare she interrupt the stream for pickles? She can interrupt the stream for pickles all she wants. I want pickles. I'm hungry. I want a sandwich now with spicy pickles. That's true. I mean, much like Moo, much like Miss Moo, we love lurkers here. There's absolutely nothing wrong with lurking and just hanging out and chatting. I try to chat when I can. I like to pop in and, make the quips here and there. But it's wonderful. And I appreciate you so much, Miss Moo. Thank you for stopping in. If you are ever interested in playing games or doing anything like that, please let me know. I would absolutely love to hang out with you or the Moo crew. And an ad break just hopped up, so we're gonna wait another minute and a half. Maybe I should add you on Palia so that way you can see my terrible neglected house. I haven't played in months. You forget to say hi a lot, and then you come in 3 hours later and say hi and forget to hit enter. That's okay. That is absolutely okay, Gina. I just appreciate that you hang out with us, even if you don't get to chat the whole time. I know you're busy. You have a lot on your plate, and that's a-okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm the same way. I am the absolute same way. Oh! Holy cow! Hello, everyone! Hi, Liz. Hi, Ty. Bagged cereal. I love it. Thank you so much for the raid there, Ty. How are you doing, Tylannis? I didn't even know that you streamed. What? Well, now I gotta follow you. I gotta check out your streams. Liz, it's so good to see you again. I haven't played with you in months. You finally caught me live because this is the first week that I am streaming again. Thank you for the follow, Kalimpoki, Liz, Indiana Farming, and Dev Error. Welcome to the kingdom. We are glad to have you. I appreciate you all coming here. What were you playing? Ooh, you were playing Palia too. How was Palia? What were you guys up to? Weeblenator. Oh my god, that is such a fun name. Thank you for the follow, Weeblenator and Copacetic Fox. Welcome to the kingdom. We are very happy to have you. I guess as Moo would put it, welcome to the kingdom. I'm the king, and these are my squires. Because they're not peasants. Serfs? That still sounds a little egotistical. We're glad to have you. We love having you here. Thank you, Mello. Oh, it's Mello and Aslam. I remember seeing you guys chatting a lot. Hi, welcome. Thank you for the follow, and you as well. Moveschnitt? Hope I pronounced that right. Hey, King. Subjects. I guess subjects definitely sounds better than peasants or serfs, right? Moo is a peasant. You're a knight at this point? That's true, Test. You are a knight at this point. You've been around for so long. Serf is worse than peasant? Really? Serf is worse than peasant? A serf doesn't sound great. Subjects is a definite step up. Okay. Movash. Movash. Gotcha. Vash is fine? Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, when I decided to go the medieval theme, I didn't quite think about what to call followers. So in Discord, they're called serfs. Maybe I should change that to subjects, because it goes serf or subject, then page, then squire, then knight, you know, depending on what you are. I do play Palia. Not a lot. I haven't played it in a while, but I do play it. I have played it a bit. You don't know what you are? A lovely person who is part of the community, and we're just glad to have you here. I think you're a squire. You're technically a squire. You've been here a while. You actually are probably royalty of the realm, is what I have you as in the disc. Or no, I don't have you as that. I should have you as that. Hold on, let me fix that. There you go. That's reserved for people that I end up playing games and stuff with, so they can see the hidden live channels and stuff. Disciples, perhaps? Ooh, we're getting a little cultish. I like it. How am I liking Disco Elysium? You've never played it, but your brother put a good amount of time into it. So I have played it for literally like 4 hours. And I have spent so much time just walking around and looking at everything and like exhausting all the dialogue options, but I am enjoying it. It is weird, and I don't know what to expect from it, but it's made me laugh a lot, and it's made me like, I'm really into the like whatever lore is going on. So I'm very curious what more continues to happen in this game. The best parts about it so far, apparently it's something new that they've added to some of the more recent updates, is all the voice acting and narration. Thank you so much, Moo, for Miss Moo. Miss Moo? Moo? Does it matter? I automatically shorten things. Thank you so much for gifting Ty Lannis a sub. Welcome to the adventure, Ty. We are glad to have you here. Summer cultish here for sure. Oh yeah. There's definitely a hidden cult in my community. Don't you worry about it. Moo is good. You do the same. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. But yes, thank you. Thank you for bringing along Tylannis. You've sponsored an adventure for him, and I appreciate it. That's very kind. Hidden. Well, to be fair, Test, the cult has not had its members around for a while, so it's kind of on the down low. It's basically a visual novel. If you don't get stuck in some of the bugs or weird level designs, you lied a little. You did try playing it, and when you couldn't get out of your apartment for 20 minutes, you gave up. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was gonna be like RPG similar to like Baldur's Gate, or RPG similar to like a visual novel like Dream Daddy or Boyfriend Dungeon or something, you know. I feel like that's a little bit longer than Movash, but you know, I can see how it rolls off the tongue. And Miss Canada, we love the Canadians here. Chips, you came in at the right time. Yeah. Chips, how are you doing, buddy? We are getting so many friends around here, and I love it. Chips is also another fantastic streamer with a great community and a good friend. No, you... Ty. I live in a medieval kingdom. There is nothing but trolls around me. You have not been properly introduced to Flying Dimwit. Moo is writing the next jail list? What is the jail list? Tell me about this lore. Trolls are still friends. Hi, Mimi. How are you? I'm glad you're doing all right, Chips. It's good to see you. I miss you too. You and I have got to catch up and talk. My schedule and stuff is shifting a little bit. But I wanna get some games in, play some more. I wanna get the bingo boys back together. To be fair, our friendship with Drill did start with trolling. Was it trolling? I never really heard what the resolution to all that was. I just know that it was interesting. You just picked up a custom cookie order you got for your boyfriend's birthday? Tell me about these cookies. I'm doing well. We're having a great time just hanging out and chatting and playing some Disco Elysium and meeting new friends. If y'all have not met or followed Miss Moo, Tylannis2, Chips, or Mimi, you guys should totally do that because they're all wonderful streamers with fantastic communities that I love getting to hang out with, and I appreciate them very much. We need to catch up soon. Remember to slot an hour for the 20 minutes we say we're going to talk. I will do that. We definitely do, Gina. I will be playing games with you on the 21st, I think is the day, for Nightingale's birthday. No worries, Chips. I appreciate the lurk. Good luck with the housework. They have gone on to impersonate 2 other people since. Discord will do nothing about it. Sadly, it was scammers. They took advantage of streamers who take breaks, so they pretend to be them. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I was wondering what their main goal was, because, like, I guess it was just very fortuitous that when they reached out, you had literally just come back. I think that was your first day back streaming. Or, like, second day back streaming, something like that. You had just recently taken a break. They're a mix of Animal Crossing and Studio Ghibli. They're amazing. I need pictures, Mimi. Saturday stream was a pleasant surprise. But Test, I told you it was happening. Like, bye. Glad I could surprise you, though. I'll only be there for the first, like, hour and a half. Because Sundays are usually Lauren and I's days together. But I will be there. I will be playing. Yeah, you can totally post a picture in Discord. We have the King's Kitchen for food stuff, or you can just slap it in general and let everyone see it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Whenever you pretend to be Moo, it's to get free maple syrup at the Canadian consulate. Nothing nefarious. They hand out free maple syrup at the Canadian consulate? You're messaging them back and forth strangely enough. You think coming back made them leave faster? Oh, you were reaching out to them directly. Interesting. Oh, someone else who came in went further in the convo and they asked for their login info. Interesting, because they straight up were just like, yeah, I'll talk to you later. I'm streaming right now. And I was like, that doesn't seem right. You shouldn't be doing that. Wait, when were you told? Did you do a dumb brain again? You've been so busy and distracted. Test. I mentioned it Monday and I mentioned it yesterday. You may have not been there when I mentioned it. I thought I told you. I also put it in the Discord, I think. Yeah, I thought it was really interesting. They were like, hey, and I was like, when they first said hi, I'm used to getting those like graphic design bots. So I immediately like clicked on their profile to see like how they found me, whether we had mutual Discords, if they had any information in their bio about like Twitter or anything like that, so that way I could look at it and be like, okay, is this someone actually trying to reach out or is this someone trying to be malicious? And they had your Twitch channel, and so I clicked on that, and you were actively streaming, and I saw that you were partnered and had a bunch of people watching, and I was like, why is someone who's actively streaming and has an active community randomly reaching out to me saying hi, and they wanted to talk to me about something. I was like, that's strange. So that's when I popped in, and then they were like, oh, I'm streaming right now, I gotta go. And I was like, you've been active for like 30 minutes already. This doesn't add up. I think someone's impersonating this lovely person. So you kept changing your photo and they kept up with the changes? That's so weird. That is so weird. When you're as prominent a Canadian citizen as Moobert J. Moobertson, the flaxen-haired beauty of the Great White North, first of her name, tamer of polar bears. Polar bears in Canada? I would have guessed tamer of moose or geese. They give you anything you want. I mean, that's fair. I may have to not impersonate, but at least ask for some discounts on maple syrup for being friends with Moo. So, Callum, I have private DMs turned off because I moderate a few other communities, and oftentimes people have to reach out to let me know when something funky is going on. People still try to add me anyway, which I find funny. But yeah, it was so weird. It was so weird. You're so happy with how they turned out? I gotta take a look at it. Memes! I didn't realize you weren't in the Discord. Ooh. Oh, those are so cute. Look at them. You got Totoro and No Face. You got the bell bag, a leaf. Oh, happy birth. Oh, that's so cute. Tom Nook. Oh, I love that. Those are so cute. Hey, Steven, how's it going, buddy? I also hope no one got scammed. We're working in IT and security, like, I'm super cautious about all that. And I constantly think, like, who in the world would give their login info to just some random person? Especially if they don't know them. That doesn't make any sense. She also has a moose. His name is Jerry, and she rides him instead of owning a car. I totally believe that. And that's super impressive. Miss Moo, I'm going to need pictures of Jerry. Hey, everyone say hi to InBedBot, one of the best bots I've ever added to my Twitch chat. Going all right? Waiting on your lunch to bake? What are you making for lunch? Jerry in bed. It's come full circle. Good job, InBedBot. That's why you messaged them personally. You asked what their goal was. They said it was to get people to respond to them. Interesting. The fact that they were so honest with you too, I guess because it was you calling them out. So strange. What goes through people's head like that? Oh, it's Aslam's birthday? Happy birthday! Happy heckin' birthday! Oh, it's okay, Miss Moo. I'm glad that people actually brought it to your attention, because like that was my biggest concern. Is like if no one brought it to your attention, you didn't know someone was impersonating you. Like that was my goal, is just to make sure y'all knew, and I'm glad that you did and were able to get it taken care of. Meatloaf with potatoes and green beans. Oh, that sounds so good. I want meatloaf. Wait, it's Miss Moo's birthday. Is it actually your birthdays? Only Aslam's. Okay. So I have a couple of friends, specifically one friend, Shimmy, who I don't know if anyone here knows Shimmy. Too bad Salah's not here. Anyway, I've got a friend. No one knows when her birthday is, right? So every day we just said happy birthday for like a year straight. And so it's always been a joke to just be like, happy birthday. And she's like, it's not my birthday. So hi, Knightley. Now I just want to say happy birthday to Moo all the time. And I would do it too if I knew it wouldn't get out of hand. Sounds like Weeblinator. You know nothing about him. Happy birthday, Weeblenator. Happy birthday, Moo. Happy birthday, Aslam, you lovely beans. So glad that you're all here. How are you doing, Knightley? It is your birthday, but it's not Moo's. In the tiny northern Canadian village where she was born and raised, they don't really keep documents like birth certificates, but experts estimate she was born sometime in March. Moo, do we share a birthday? Because I was also born in March. Thank you. Thank you. The 9th? Oh my god. Close, but no. Mine is the 11th. I can't believe we're basically birthday buddies. Happy belated birthday, Moo. Okay, I'm putting that in my phone. I'm putting it in my phone right now so that way I never forget. Miss Moo's birthday is March 9th. Miss Moo's birthday. All day, repeat every year, and remind me on the day of the event. I was just about to sneeze and then it disappeared. I'll never forget now. I'll never forget when your birthday is, Miss Moo. Imagine having a reasonable birthday date. When's your birthday, Lunar? You're good? Your friend and you played a mod pack for 7 hours straight? Safe to say you had a blast? Which mod pack? March 9th is accurate according to most scholarly works. Aslam, I absolutely adore all this lore that you make up. Reveal to us and share. This is my favorite thing. Absolutely favorite thing.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
All right, we're gonna lead that dude. Perfectly in between Christmas and New Year's. Oh my god. So you're what? December like 28th. Lauren understands that feeling because she is December This is like my one of my lifelong friends. I always question if his birth date is the 28th or the 18th or the 19th. And now I'm sitting here going, is Lauren's birthday the 8th or the 9th? My brain is having a time. It's the 8th. And then so Lauren and another friend of mine are on the 8th, and then a college friend of mine and another streamer friend of mine is on the 9th. No wonder I have so much trouble trying to remember birthdays. They all share the same birthday inner city. It's easier logistically. Yeah, just have a giant party. I mean, how awesome would that to just make a huge cake, have a giant party, celebrate everyone's birthday? I'd be down with that. I want to have a giant party. That sounds phenomenal. An aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the air. Moo's birthday is prophesied in goose blood on moose hide parchment. You can tell it's Moo's birthday because geese inexplicably fly in circles in the sky. You're so sorry for them? Don't apologize for them. I love them. I want this. I need more of this in my life. This is great. You guys are so clever. It's one he made called Chaos Tech. We're doing a hardcore run with your friend Shinya's server. Oh, I remember Shinya. There's an emphasis on doing technology, but it also has that productive bees mod along with some animal mods like Naturalist. You're building an underground hive, but you also have a Pteranodon and a Komodo dragon just hanging out on the surface. You guys might think she's talking about Ark or something like that. No, this is Minecraft. Minecraft is crazy what they can do with it. Your birthday is the 23rd, your brother's is the 14th, so we always had a shared birthday on the 21st. You still struggle remembering if your birthday is the 21st or the 23rd. Hold on. I know I have Test's birthday in here. Test. February 23rd. Did I say happy birthday to you? Happy birthday, Test. Happy belated birthday. There's so much lore behind this, we probably need to open a wiki page or an encyclopedia. You totally should. I would read that. I would go down rabbit holes to read that. I also
is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook.
I would highly recommend not going with fandom because fandom is inundated with tons of crappy ads. Wiki.gg, I think is what it's called. Seems pretty good. You have a file that you're saving with a lot of it. That's so impressive. You didn't respond because you were in Virginia getting the gun save. Oh, that's okay. That is absolutely okay. I remember you coming by around that time. I'm just glad that I remembered because I'm usually really bad with birthdays and remembering and reaching out and stuff, so I try. Aslam GPT-4 could probably adapt it onto a wiki. Aslam, do you have your own version of ChatGPT? Is that what I just heard? You know, you just got here, but this has been a particularly lovely time, and unfortunately, you do have to run off. You have a lunch calling your name. That's okay. Go eat lunch. Don't starve yourself, especially if you're going to meet up with friends. Go hang out with people. I will be here Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Those are going to be my times. So I will see you all then. You can't imagine a scenario in which you don't return to attain your knighthood. It will happen, I'm sure, Aslam. I appreciate you so much for stopping by. Thank you, Tylannis and Miss Moo, for introducing me to all of you. Thank you, Ty, for the raid, by the way. You wonderful bean. I hope you all have a wonderful day. For those of you who do need to depart, go enjoy your lunch and tell me what you have later because I want to hear about it. Thank you, Knightley. That's so very sweet of you. You don't like messing with AI stuff. It's all you. You prefer it that way. I'm with you. I am so with you. In my day job, I work with AI stuff. And I don't like consumer grade AI. I'm sorry. AI. What we are calling artificial intelligence is not artificial intelligence, and I hate that that is the buzzword that everyone is latched onto because it is not artificial intelligence. Anyway. Enjoy your lunch. Thank you for spending your birthday with us. Yes. Enjoy your birthday lunch. And yes, feel free to join in the Discord. We would love to have you there. Ty saw me live and was excited. I wish I had known that Ty streamed. I'm sad that I didn't see him live. I'm excited. I'm so excited to have y'all here.
As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek. It must be his name. Garancy. Garancy Kubek. Sounds representative.
So if none of y'all have ever really seen this game, you have a list of skills based off of, or not skills, but like, I guess skills is the best way. So these are your skills, and then you have like sub-skills, subcategories of your skills. And based on who you're talking to and what you're doing and what you're interpreting, different roles will happen and you might fail or succeed them. But all of these are different voices, like personalities in your head that give you different information. So I failed my logic check, and obviously that means this guy's name is Gruncy. And I love it. Yes, exactly, Moo. I would sooner call it a virtual intelligence, except for the fact that it is not intelligent. But virtual intelligence is definitely what I would refer to it more. Having played and read a lot of the Halo series before it got really bad, they had both artificial intelligence and virtual intelligence, and so that is where I started making the distinction. So yes, I 100% agree with you there. You're right with you. In your job, you spend a year building things for an AI chatbot, but it can barely find relevant articles on its own. But it's also its way out. It's on its way out. You're getting a company-branded version of ChatGPT. So, like, I totally understand using these virtual intelligence what they call large language models. ChatGPT obviously being the primary one, and because it's open source, it is what everyone is using. It is just a generative content bot. You're right. It's definitely not intelligent. Yeah, I mean, it's just a fancy algorithm that does its best to parse the data that you have at a quick rate. Like, it's definitely going to be something that helps to catapult humanity in what we currently have in technology and ability. And we are already seeing that. And I'm excited to see where it goes, because I think it could be the onset of an actual developed virtual intelligence and eventually an artificial intelligence. It's just not there. It is definitely a generative content bot, but the way that people are utilizing it is super impressive. And that's what I'm doing in my job. I'm not like actually working with ChatGPT, but like my job is using the stuff that is coming out of the development of all of this. They actually had a form of this kind of like generative intelligence. Maybe that's what we should call it, a GI, a generative intelligence. Because again, it's not really intelligence. It doesn't do it on its own. It generates it all based off of the data that you give it. Anyway, I digress. Seeing how it's used for good is really awesome. And I thoroughly love it. I'm glad that I have the job that I have. You love the assistant type bots, mostly in dev languages you don't know, and help you adapt. Yeah, see, that's one of the great things that it's used for, is basically being a virtual assistant. And that is the wonderful thing. 100%. And I love that OpenAI has their open source for ChatGPT, so that way anyone can try to use it. I mean, Microsoft's adapted it, Amazon's adapted it, Apple has adapted it in some ways. Like every major tech corporation has forked the sampling of ChatGPT and OpenAI, and some of them are not being smart with it, and some of them are being very smart with it. So I'm very excited to see where it goes, especially in situations where it helps you learn languages you don't know. And it sounds like you are someone who does a lot of coding and stuff yourself. Hi, sweet pea. Hi, buddy. Which, if that's the case, then the fact that it helps you learn that stuff quicker is amazing. It's only open source because within the first week, people figured out how to make ChatGPT give their entire source code in a prompt. I mean, I'm okay with that too. I'm okay with forcing it out into open source, because we all know how bad it would have been if that got locked behind a paywall. Oh, good boy, sweet pea. I'm just gonna, there's my dog. This is Sweet Pea. He's just a good boy. Coming in here asking to be pet. What a good Sweet Pea. He is the goodest of boys. More pats. Oh, he is getting all the pats. He is a rescue. He's a poodle. His name is Sweet Pea. SweetPea. He's a rescue, and he's still a little skittish, but he'll occasionally just run in here and ask for pets. So I give him pet. We have another standard poodle. His name is Plum. I don't know where he's at. He's probably downstairs laying on the couch. On the bed or something. Good boy, Sweet Pea. He's got a cute little bow. Okay, bye. I have a bed in here for him to lay on. He just doesn't. You have two Jack Russells, Ozzy and Stella. Oh, it is a very rare Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea does not come in here often. Ozzy and Stella. I used to have, my family used to have a Jack Russell. Her name was Joey. She was very sweet, very hyperactive, and she would do a hit and run. She would jump up on your lap, pee on you, and then leave. I hope your Jack Russells are better than that. But I gotta see pictures of Ozzy and Stella now. I love that. Yeah, legit. That's what she would do. You would call her, she would come, run up, jump on your lap, pee, know that she peed. I think she was also a rescue and I think was abused. So she was very skittish. So the second she would pee, she would run. But she was a sweet girl. She was a sweet dog. Speaking of pets, Mowgli just came out for the first time in a month. You've missed him so much. Has he been hibernating? You can absolutely have a hug, Lunar. You can have all the hugs in the world. Is there a hug emote? Pretend you are Margot here. All the hugs. Your dog was living at your mom's house and unfortunately lost her to cancer in Christmas, but you rescued a dog that was thrown in trash and she is energetic as F. I'm so sorry to hear about the loss of your pet, but hopefully she was surrounded by a lot of love when it happened. And good on you for rescuing a trash dog. What kind of dog is it, do you know? Hello, sir. Got time for a few questions. Default dog? Mutts!
Puts his cup down.
We love
and
mutts.
replies something. His left hand drawing arcs in the air.
You've got some impressive pots
He
there.
smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
I don't think I need to say anything else. Stay masculine. Okay. He was roommating for like 3 months.
Door with a prominent dimpled lock. It's painted blue.
Then came out after you put the heat on, then hit himself for another month. Aww. Does being in a temperature-controlled domicile cause trouble with their hibernating schedule? You can show me a pic, but even the vet told us that he can only determine after 6 months. I mean, I will not say no to a dog pic. I love dogs. Please send me a dog pic. Jay! Hi, Jay. How are you doing, buddy? Long time no see. Yeah, go get some food, Ty. We will see you soon. If y'all want another awesome, fun, wholesome, clever, witty, and attractive, that's the word I was looking for. I was going to say handsome or beautiful, and I was looking for the more neutral, attractive individual to follow, you should totally go check out Jay. Jay is a longtime friend of mine. He is funny and very charming and just a great guy. Him and his community are wonderful, and you should totally give him a follow. He's great. Yeah, you don't get to raid me too often. You only stream on the weekends now, right? Dog, 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 dog. Gotta see the dog. Dog, 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 dog. Oh, look at that tiny baby. Oh, look at that sweet little dog. Who would want to throw that out? Oh, they're evil, straight evil. That is such a sweet looking baby. It looks like a puppy still. I can if it's not done correctly, although having a temperature controlled environment can stop brumation entirely. Some lizards will sleep no matter what though. I would too. It's usually just weekend mornings. Playing Forbidden West right now, and it's fantastic so far. I've heard a lot of good about it. It's on my list of games that I want to try. Well, my schedule is shifting me to streaming Sunday mornings from 10 a.m. Central to around 2 p.m. Central, so it sounds like we'll get to hang out a little bit more often. You got it as a newborn, days old. Oh my god. Do you have pictures of it that young?
You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
Touch the door.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
Push the door.
The door does not budge.
Wonder where the door
You
leads.
do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
Lieutenant regards you with a patient skepticism. Drawn to its cobalt color. Part of the whirling rags or something about this place that makes me want to know. Out of duty, we may find something pertinent to the investigation.
Yes, I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough. As a side investigation.
The door is a mega investigation. Yes, a mini side investigation, a side quest.
Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Alright, let's go talk to Gart. Or Ed. A blue-tongued skink. He just turned 2. Oh my god, I can't believe you've had him for 2 years already. I'm sure there's tons of pictures in Pet's Palace. Oi, Rick! How are you doing, buddy? Thank you for the resub. Welcome back for your 6th adventure, my dude. How have you been?
Another thing. Great. I love those.
There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
That door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
What's behind it?
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there. How are you, Oirek? Oh my god, look at these dog pictures. Look at this precious little baby. Oh, sleeping on a pillow. Oh my gosh. Did you tell us what you named it?
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage.
What a sweet baby. I love Fiona.
So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
You're doing good, just stuffing your face with dinner, so a little slow to respond. No worries, man. Feel free to lurk, enjoy your dinner. You know me, I'm not... we love lurkers here, and I'm not gonna fault you at all for eating and doing your own thing. You are your own person, and I'm just glad that you're here. I'm glad to see you. Right, Mimi? She's so small. You're blessed to have all your pets newborns. Oh. We got Plum at around 4 months. I would have loved to have had him as a newborn. I think he would have been so very sweet. How do I use it?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell, emitting it.
I'm not gonna get this, am I?
He still is. Look, the ammonia only makes it worse.
Yeah.
The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You managed to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Oh, look at that tiny little kitten. What?
Nor does the wind right now.
The weight is reassuring, like a crenel on solid fortification.
Oh my goodness.
Pat, pat, pat.
Oh, look at all those tiny little babies. I'm saving that to show Lauren. She will love it.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
It's bullcrap. I don't want to be a cop anymore. I think I want to solve something else now. Why can't I keep it in if I've been a cop my whole life?
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, baguette.
Baguettes? Oh, I love baguettes. Been good mostly. Work, the boardwalk, and life in general has been busy lately. Yeah, I mean, I totally get that. We just moved into our house, which is why I was gone for like a month. only just now starting to get back. And yeah, life has been busy. And I've seen that the boardwalk has been picking up. I'm glad to see that. All right, Callum, what are your cats' names?
Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough. I think I've lost my sense of smell. Not being hungover helps too.
Do it without me, I just can't keep it down.
This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help.
He withdraws his hand and looks you in the eye.
Get your shit together.
Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
The move went really well, really smoothly. Lauren's dad flew out and helped us get most of the stuff. And then Tricky and Ziggy both came out and helped us actually move with Lauren's dad. So we had a lot of help. It was really easy. We're basically unpacked. I know you see boxes and stuff there. I just haven't put my 3D printer and stuff together, which is what that is. And we are missing some like bookshelves and stuff for board games and books. But we'll get there, slowly but surely. We'll be here for a while, and it sure beats an apartment. You kept only one. You call him Blue. Oh, which one did you keep? Look at those babies. They're so small. Your crap is apart, and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that. Together. Compressed in a small area to achieve a solid level of crap compression. Squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the 2 hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people. Maybe that'll help. Oh, I didn't realize that I could internalize all 3 of these now. Okay, cool. You moved in 5 years ago and you still have unpacked boxes around? We have a couple in the garage right now, but otherwise we're mostly unpacked. The black one, or the black one with gray stripes. Was that the one that you were holding? I'll be honest, I'm color deficient, so I have a little
rain falls on
trouble
the great
determining.
city of Rivershore. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair. Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world. Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you. You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak.
I like that that's just a response. Moved, packed. I mean, yeah, no, I get it. Oh, I have these little kittens up on my other monitor, and they are the sweetest little things.
Sheets
they look
of
so
rain
cute.
Over the water, a flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you, ghosts?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there?
Will
No,
I?
You are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinaise every day.
What's down the shore?
Urban coastline, rain dripping off Etonite-covered roofs, cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction, a defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
I still have no idea what to expect from this game, but I'm immersed.
Coal City, end of all lines. Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
Oh, they're snuggling. Oh, they're snuggling. That's so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness gracious. You can't keep doing this to me, Kalam, but please keep doing it to me.
There's a fleet on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle under the counter by the window. Beyond that, the strike breakers have gathered. The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide. You shudder looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow. 2 green snakeskin shoes stand at attention on the mosaic paving of the plaza. Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play. A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks. A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised. The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock. Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes.
Interesting. Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at?
On the street there that flows like a muddy river in the snow, with fire traps rising on either side. A film rental opens its doors to the rain. An armored motor carriage rushes past the corner where you used to walk together. Suddenly, the hair on your back rises.
You cannot return.
Oh.
Have a brother in the cut. Where the wood at?
Who? What?
To be in Martinez,
what?
Where no one goes,
what?
At the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal.
Why is...
In the whitest part of town. In the shadow of the day the revolution failed.
Who was that?
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland. In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
What's above?
Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
What's below?
Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater. Hidden weapon caches from the revolution. Doors leading down to Leroyam. The catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead.
Okay.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
Yeah, I don't have much money. I got $6 to my name, man. Last one because you need to go AFK, current big boy. Oh, look at that boy. He's such a happy kitty. Oh, I just want to pet his tummy. It's dangerous, but I wanna. Thank you for sharing all that, Kalam. $6 to my name. Mood. Mimi, I hope you have more than $6 to your name. Gift books in molten candy.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyamdall somewhere.
Through the display.
Rows and rows of Hyamdall men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyamdall and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Hyamdall, Return to Hyamdall. And the solipsistic Man from Hyamdall and the Hyamdall Man.
Good God, how many are there?
Maybe 100. Man from Hyamdall and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Hyamdall and the false god. Man from Hyamdall and the scorched earth. Man from Hyamdall, the Hyamdall colonies. Man from Hyamdall and the swamp beast. Man from Hyamdall and the snow crabs.
Most of your bucks are in other people's names? What does that mean?
Those snow crabs are worse.
Oh,
than
because
sound.
you owe other people money. I see now. Okay. Is that
Not
all?
even close. Man from
Oh my
Hyamdall
goodness.
in hell. Man from Hyamdall and the forest of slaves. Man from Hyamdall under the lake. Man from Hyamdall. Hyamdall burning.
I mean, I guess to be
Even
fair,
the trial
most of my
Death,
money is
a
also
custom combat game book set in the world of Hyamdall Man, and so much more.
actually all of my money is currently indebted to my bank.
A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching. Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular Man from Hyamdall in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. She's laughing at him, belittling him. Between the throne and the Hyamdall man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of
This
the woman's
game, man.
headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Hyamdall and the Devil Woman.
Aren't all women devil women? No, they are not.
The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hyamdall novels.
Oh. Well, now I gotta buy the devil women one.
A small mountain of
What,
colorful
Mimi, do you
board game
want to be a
boxes.
devil woman?
There
You
are
could be a
numerous
devil woman
types
if you
of
want.
games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
You do not. Okay.
An endless variety
Well,
of source books, lore
you don't
books,
have to be a
and
devil woman.
codices litter the table. The topmost book is
You could be a
titled
cat
Welkin
woman
Compendium,
if you want.
Second edition.
Welkin
There's
Compendium.
also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book.
Catwoman
titled
could be cool. Yeah,
Tales
who
of
doesn't want to
Morale,
be
Cavern
like a
of
cat?
Velkrag.
I mean, cats are great. So are dogs. So are women. Women are awesome.
There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game.
Choose your own
Maps
adventure
and
books are lit.
miniatures. A sticker on
Cats
it
are great.
displays 25 real.
Kind of want a cat again. Ugh.
Nonsense for
I can't afford that.
Clogs.
Storekeep, what board games do you have
Wonderful
here?
board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Browbritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while.
Is that like Monopoly?
We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family?
Do I have friends? Look at the lieutenant.
Are you actually friends? or just colleagues thrown together by circumstance?
Look at me, who'd want to have children with me? I don't feel as if I have any kids. Yes, kids, friends, chicks. I have all those.
Then you're a lucky man, officer. Children are the greatest of treasures.
She fiddles with her pendant,
For
thinking.
playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
Incredible. What are all these we're all
Lousy
things?
auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally,
What kind of
like
things?
it.
What are you
Not
insinuating, lady? I love role-playing games.
I've heard
We're
they
playing a
find
role-playing
occult
game.
Enthusiasts, that they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them though.
Oh, okay. Nerds, she means nerds. No, I think they're going through the satanic panic. Old sports magazines tucked away in a dark corner. The book collects the national recipes of Ada. They're all about lake trout. Yes, because everybody loves some lake trout. Hydrate, thank you, Mimi. I always forget.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like.
I am bad
figure
at staying
dangled from
hydrated.
the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
What's behind the curtains?
Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Why is she fiddling with her pendant? Is she a
Oddly
witch?
enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
She's a witch, isn't she?
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
She is definitely a
Aside
witch.
from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Pull them open!
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
Her hand has closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the
She
talisman.
looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Ooh, okay. This is about the curse? That's why you're afraid? Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there. But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold. I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them. Is this about the curse?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
I sense this place calling for the... I'm a police officer, man.
It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
The powers?
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
But I sense them. They are calling to me. All right, I'll think about it for a while.
Let's just talk about this first, all right? There's no reason for you to venture into the unknown.
Lies. Rip them open, we say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
They are taunting me. Okay, I'll ignore it for now. I'll ignore it for now. I will go in there because she's a witch and
These
she's hiding
shelves
something.
Are overburdened with books from the same series. You see crime fiction.
I don't think the curtains
is a
are her
disgrace.
thermostat. No.
An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends.
Welcome back, Ty. What did you get for lunch?
What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Hi, Plum. Here, buddy. Hi. Oh, what a good boy. What a good boy. Hi. What are you doing? Ooh, chicken quesadilla sounds delicious. Got eye bookers. Hi. Up. Have you been sleeping on the couch? Huh? You've been sleeping on the couch? Yeah. Boy. Yeah. You want me to turn off the fan? Stop. Huh? Okay. Majestic hair. I don't remember who suggested that he get a mohawk, but we absolutely love it now that he's got it. It is the perfect hairstyle for him. All right, let's hear what these Dick Mullen ones are.
On the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the Murder House. The Final Case of Dick Mullen. An Obvious Lie. Dick Mullen in the Clock Tower. The Ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick.
Dauntless Dick. Love it.
The Murder of Dick Mullen.
Plum is a dog who has understood no hardships. He relentlessly tries to play with Sweet Pea, and Sweet Pea is still very unsure about playing. So he chased Sweet Pea this morning, and Sweet Pea ran and stomped all over my feet. And then Plum was running around in a way and not listening to me, and it was one of the first times that I raised my voice at him to get him to listen, and he was like, "What? Why are you? What did I do?" Dick Mullen is the best name for a PI. You love it? It is very good. They keep calling him Dick Mullen, and I still don't know what his name is.
Turns out he faked it to solve a case.
Okay. Are there any more?
There's also the dame who did it. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer.
Interesting.
Come on. This is not the way real police solve crimes. The real police are some 20 kilometers away, sitting in an armored motor carriage.
Come on, Chester. Tell the story again.
Bald man turns toward a lean man and pats him on the back.
Again? Man, I tell that one at least once a month. It's not that interesting.
The fuck it is. And these guys haven't heard it. You see, Chester here.
Oh, we're getting a glimpse into a situation where Mac Torson and Chester McClane are. He motions to the civilian sitting in the back seat. He pokes his finger at Chester, the lean man. Chester faked his own death once.
Gosh, why?
They didn't continue that for some reason. One civilian looks on amazed. The bald man bellows a reply.
Fucking dangerous case, ain't that right, Chester? They almost got you that time.
Yeah, sure came close. All right, so I was tailing this guy called Francis the Shoe.
The inside of the motor carriage is thick with cigarette smoke. Outside it starts to
After
rain.
all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Who is Dick Mullen?
Your attempt to grasp at the answer fails. It seems very close by, pulsating just out of reach.
I am bad at perception,
Volumetric
apparently.
Ship compressor.
What?
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals.
Okay.
These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
Interesting. All endurance white checks unlocked. Learning cap for endurance raised to 4. Where is endurance? Is that under physique? Let's level... Let's wait. Because I think if I unlock it again, if I fail, then I'll be able to try again. Quaint picture book brochure, very colorful. It's a tome of fascist magic. Rather candid.
On the shelf reads, biographies of famous people. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell.
Alright, let's not just read book names all
Several
day.
maps
As fun
have
as
been
that is.
attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Let's look at the map of Martinez.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there.
Interesting. Can I buy these
Sorry,
maps?
officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Oh, I thought she was about to say 90 real. I was about to say... For a map? Why is the Martinez one so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
What
They
happened?
didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Alright, yeah, well, we'll buy it.
It's always good to be informed of your surroundings.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
There's an Interact tab? Oh, I see, okay. A worn map. Yep, okay, I know that. How do I... Use Interact button in inventory to inspect the item. What?
The worn map features
Oh,
the
it's
patchwork
up there.
grid
Okay.
of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner.
Trace a path through the grid.
Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Okay. Journal. Map tab. Map! Oh, okay. Gotcha. So is this everywhere that I can go? So there's the boat district. I guess I might be able to go up over there. This is where we're currently at, because the Hanged Man is here. Oh, interesting. These are found white checks. Those on white are available to try now. Neat. Okay. That's actually really cool.
This
I like that.
bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance,
Ooh,
and biographies of
paranormal.
famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Let's
Amongst
look.
the various books, you find
There are
one
ghosts
written
in
by
this
someone
town.
named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
How does that work?
It serves platitudes, while also
Oh.
telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Interesting.
Various paranatural books.
Okay, never mind. That's not at all what I expected with paranormal, paranatural. What a disappointment. All right, can you tell me about the curtains?
Welcome to crime, romance. Be welcome. And please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck, in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber.
Just ask for money. I can't believe that you could just ask people randomly for money. All right, what's with the pendant?
Yes, helps to have an anchor in these times.
Okay, can I have some money?
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavor.
A what?
One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Son, you got destroyed there. What an idiot you are.
Okay, thanks, Gabe. I got
The
destroyed.
proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Oh yeah, I did talk to her
Fine
through the
tuned her
doorbell.
voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
How am I liking the new place? It's great. Absolutely love it. I can't wait to that tube right there behind me. I keep forgetting you can't see it, but there's a tube leaning up against the wall. It's filled with some artwork that a friend made, and I want to get them framed so I can put them up on the wall. What games do I like playing? I like playing tons of games, Tylanus. For stream, I typically do story games like Disco Elysium. Another one on my list is going to be Red Dead Redemption, playing through that story. But I love to play a bunch of everything. I play Helldivers, I've played Stardew Valley, I've played Outer Wilds, I've played Mario Kart, I've played Jackbox and Lethal Company and Codenames. I'm gonna play Child of Light, which is like a turn-based RPG. I've played Palia, I've played World of Warcraft. I like playing a lot. Currently, the games that I'm currently playing, Helldivers 2, Disco Elysium, obviously, and a little bit of World of Warcraft is what I've been playing lately. I also like tabletop RPGs. I've got a bunch on the other side of my room. What did I main on WoW? When I played it oh goodness, probably like 13, 15 years ago, I mained a rogue. I played a troll rogue. When a friend got me back into it recently, they already had a lot of DPS and stuff like that, so I was going to fill with a priest, and then they told me to do mage, so I'm leveling up a mage right now. We might have had this conversation. I feel like we have. I'm hoping to get back into doing some RP as well, Mr. Meat Suit, though I think I might reduce my footprint and play more supporting characters. A protection pally for 13 years. That is a lot of dedication to playing a protection pally. Did you enjoy it? I assume you did a lot of tanking. Did you do PvP or PvE more? Why are you uptight about the curtains?
I already told you. It's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you.
I definitely want to do another bingo night. That was a blast.
Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
If it's just a storage room, why do you have that strange trinket on the curtains?
It's just for decoration.
She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped smile, then something breaks.
Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing.
You were a guild/raid lead for most of it. That makes a lot of sense. I can definitely see you having done that. Toward the end of Shadowlands, you were leveling a character of each class to max level each day, so you could have one for each dragon flight, and now you're burnt out and stopped playing completely. I feel that. I 100% feel that. I stopped playing at the end of Wrath of the Lich King when they started introducing all of the account-bound stuff that let you just completely skip playing the game to get your character to max level. Which I hated. I hated that aspect of it. I mean, on the one hand, like, I get it. You want it to be easier, but I hated it because it made the game so easy. No one partied up with you anymore. No one helped you with stuff. There was, like, very little in the way of the community part of the MMO during that time. I hated the heirlooms. You mostly did PvP. You were a mid-level raider. I also mostly did PvP. I love doing questing and exploring around, and I love doing the raids. Loved doing the raids. It's the one thing that I missed from WoW. But I did do some PvP as well, as a rogue, and had a lot of fun with that until Wrath of the Lich King, where rogues were basically decimated by Death Knights all the time, and it was so tough to play.
Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant.
You've broken her resistance. Pushing her further will gain nothing.
Why didn't you just tell me right away it was the curse?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy. Suit up.
How does the curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit
curse
store.
Of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
She peers at the curtains again.
Didn't that curtain just move?
You were a raid leader in Wrath, had a geared up tank give you attitude, so you kicked him and brought in someone you helped hit level 80 that day. Still had mainly green gear, cleared first time because he listened to instruction. Hey, Glitch, it's good to see you. How you doing, buddy? Yep. I totally know how that is, Moo. Vash. I gotta make sure that I don't get that confused. There were so many times I was trying to do raids, both heroics and just pug raids, or instances even, where people would either kick me because I wasn't familiar with stuff, but then no one would have me because they wouldn't let me become familiar with it, or they would give me or other people attitude and they were the ones causing all the trouble. You're a mess. I'm doing okay myself. I'm sorry to hear you're a mess. What's going on with you? What meds? Have you been sick? But yeah, as long as you listen and communicate and try to work together, raids go fine. Like, yeah, there's definitely skill from learning how to do it and, you know, just doing things right, but don't be a dick. It's not that hard. Annette mentioned that the previous tenants have experienced financial
It's not
trouble.
just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Sounds familiar.
Strange, I feel unwanted too. What does it mean?
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous.
Would you like me to take the case? I could investigate, see if the curse is real. You just started on an antidepressant, so you're still in the adjustment period. It's nothing you can't handle, but it's rough. They're helping, though, and that's the important part. That is important. I'm sorry that it has been so rough, but I hope that they do really help get you regulated and everything, because I know how tough that can be.
Yes.
And I'm
I've
glad that they are
contacted
working.
Numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear it's not enough.
The pendant part of the wards.
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
I don't think it's working. So what have you been up to, Glitch? I saw you streaming the other day, but I wasn't able to pop in and check it out. I think you were playing... Oh, it's that other Riot game. Fight Tactics? Something like that? TTF? You're part of a guild pushing mythics after your original guild... Teamfight Tactic, thank you. After your original guild dissolved, and they tried to be both family-friendly and a hardcore guild, but I knew it wasn't going to work, and told them as much, but you were told it will. They split shortly after. Like, when you say family-friendly, does that mean, like, casual, or does that just mean, like, no swearing? Would you like me to take the case?
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
Psychic arts? Sounds right down our alley.
Drama. Convince her to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. Yes, please. This one I might save scum. Everyone can play, no bench, that sort of thing. Interesting. Usually it means don't kick people for lack of attendance, no crazy loot rules. Ah, okay. See, like, I like that in theory, and it makes sense. But usually it's better to have at least one or two teams of people that are the hardcore ones that, you know, you let do that, and then let the people who want to be family friendly do the non-hardcore ones. And then if someone decides, you know what, I really enjoy this and I want to be hardcore, maybe rotations, or maybe start up a third one, you know, get some alts in there, that sort of thing. I feel like that's the best way to do it. But it's been years since I've done it, so maybe I'm wrong.
Time to fire up.
Load game. I want to investigate this.
Hello again, esteemed officer.
Time to fire up the old light.
I wonder if that is the same. Is it different each time?
again, esteemed officer.
Time to fire up.
No, it's not. Okay. Wow, for such a
Hello again, esteemed
a
officer.
42% chance, I feel like I've...
Slither
There we
up
go.
to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
I'm not proud of it, but I'm gonna have so much fun. That's what you had suggested to them? I mean, that's... If you're gonna do both, you actually have to do both. You can't be hardcore, but then just let every rando into the main raid. Like, that doesn't make sense. Jay, do you play any MMOs? Did you play WoW? Do you still play WoW? Wait, what if I don't want to lie?
You're not lying. You're giving her peace of mind. The means are thus justified.
Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before.
Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
I have returned from the void, a paradetective from a long line of paradetectives.
You're no paradetective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt, but...
Hey now, hey. You need the booze to focus, all right? The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. Go ahead then, rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
I admit I've had my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is para-psychologically taxing. It's necessary to drink this spirit in order to contact the void. I love it. You're on break from WoW right now, but you've played on and off since shortly after launch. I gotcha. Have you played at all any of Seasons of Discovery? Because that's what I'm doing. I'm not doing retail WoW. I've been doing Seasons of Discovery, which I've been enjoying. You've just been working mostly 50 hours a week or more, trying to get your life kind of organized so you can be productive, but still have time to stream and have fun. Just recently started going to see a doctor and going to get set up with a therapist. That's awesome. Getting everything figured out on that front has become a priority for you. I am glad to hear that, and I think that is the right step to take. Once you can get yourself in a stable position, then you can start working on stuff like streaming and stuff like that, you know? You don't have a sub at the moment, so you have not tried Seasons of Discovery. Gotcha. Well, if you do, and you want someone to play with, I'll tell you which server I'm on. I think it's Lone Wolf. But I'd love to play. You actually did fine at first, cleared the easy bosses, but as soon as we ran into a boss that was a challenge, the difference in philosophy caused a rift. I can see how that would happen. I can definitely see how that would happen.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
I am the Void Revenant. I have the powers to debad all the bad energy. Oh, incredible. Saw my stream title the other day, but wasn't able to check in. Did I move again? I did move again, yes. So, around the time that we met, I think I moved from Pennsylvania to Washington. And then we moved from Washington to Illinois, and we just moved into the house that I purchased in Illinois. I found a really good deal on a new built house, and so that's what I was waiting on, is just the house to be built. So we just moved in. I've got a huge office. Some days it seems bigger than it is, and some days it seems smaller than it is, but it's a big office, and I'm excited. I really need to clean it up, though. I've got a lot of boxes and junk still on the floor because I don't have a bookshelf. Like, all my tabletop RPGs and stuff are over there. You need to swing down that way one day and have lunch with that pretty face of mine. I would love that. How close are you?
I should have realized. A pattern lies within the fabric. The hand of fate guides us. Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance.
Perhaps you truly are the one to deliver this woman from the doom.
You're an hour north of Chicago. Oh, holy cow, I didn't realize that you were that close. Oh, we did talk about that once.
I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
Yeah, just take the train down to St. Louis and we'll get some lunch or something. No problem whatsoever. Just ask my partner Kim. He'll vouch for me. The lieutenant mumbles in minor confusion. He has not been listening closely enough. You've put him on the spot.
So, ma'am. I can assure you my partner is eminent in this particular field.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
Hand on my heart, on my honor.
Sir, there's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
The entity?
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Of course, the entity. For I have sensed its presence.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimney, the passage between heaven and hell, of course.
Yes. That chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains.
Oh,
God knows
God.
what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Oh my God, this is incredible.
Darkness and ruin.
Your daughter is the one standing outside the store,
yes,
right?
My daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Yes, she was.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yes.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Her opinion of
10.
my daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
I mean, she got me in here.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
Here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. All this pressure has made her really anxious. You know, she's been chewing her nails.
God. I've told her not to do that. It's such a disgusting habit.
This
She'll
game
get over it.
is called
Anxiety
Disco
is a part of
Elysium.
life.
It is kind of like a visual novel RPG. I've never played it before.
A part of hers, too.
But I've heard so much good about it. I don't think she can do anything about it.
She can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks.
Good morning, Vi. How are you?
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
Yeah, actually, it's super alright for kids to chew their hands off. Forget I said anything. Hanging in there. Everything going okay, Vi? It's been a minute. What you're doing is wrong. Even I know that, and I usually don't know anything.
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change. This is a person coming to terms with a new reality, one where they are wrong. It's not easy.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there. There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
She stops, but her mouth keeps moving.
Sounds like both the husband and the mother treat her the way she treats Annette.
You're like Annette to your husband and your mother.
Oh, well, my mother was horrible, of course. Absolutely perverse energies around that person. But my husband...
It has would be great to catch up sometime. It absolutely would be. I miss you guys. I miss you. I miss Matt. I miss Heather. I miss Julia. Getting to hang out with you all again would be wonderful. But yes, we should totally catch up, Vi. I would love to catch up with you.
My husband is completely different, of course.
Is his husband Annette's father?
Yes. My husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne.
What's Grand Couronne?
It's a proper place to live. One of the most peaceful neighborhoods east of Jamrock.
Oh.
You may know it for its massive housing projects. Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead for sure.
Got a bit of work and life stress, and you will get through it. Festival season is almost here to recharge your batteries. I know that feeling. We just recently went through a restructure for my company and had to let a bunch of people go. And now that things have died down, I feel like I'm not doing enough work, and I feel like I'm going to lose my job. I know that's not the case, but that's how I've been feeling. So, but I'm glad that festival season is almost here and that you'll get to recharge your batteries. Lauren and I are actually looking at coming out in August to go to the Ren Fair with her family there. Yeah, go get some coffee. Take care of yourself, buddy. We'll be here. I'll be going for another hour.
He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner.
The net and only child.
Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
Ren Fair!
Busy people, you know, my husband and I. Quite busy. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand.
Mimi, the one that you're going to is in June? July? Remind me? I need to talk to Heather about that.
I'm sorry. I'm sure you do understand.
She told me she doesn't go to school anymore.
She's been too busy helping me here. So she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course. I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off.
Shouldn't she be helping you when the store is taken off and not when it's dead? But okay. Saw a bunch of posts about the Ren Fair because of a band that typically has typically played it, complaining about not being booked this year. Oh, I wonder why that is. What? Give me the tea. What kind of drama? End of July, yes. And I let Heather know the weekend as well. It's the Cottagecore weekend. That sounds like fun. Okay. April, May, June, July, August. I don't know if we'll be able to do end of July with going early August. Because it's Lauren's sister's birthday is the reason why we're going out there. She's turning 21, so we're going to go to the Ren Fair and get drinks.
The woman looks aloof. Her features much softer.
Let's go talk to Annette.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
So much homework.
You just can't win.
What are you doing?
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess. Oh, I found something while you were away.
Oh.
I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out.
Dick Mullen's hat.
The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
She gives you a hat almost exactly like the one Dick Mullen wears on the covers. Where did you get it? Cottagecore sounds fun. You'll have to plan coming out that way maybe next year. Oh, that would be awesome, Vi. You don't have an in with the band, but the community members say they were very expensive and jerk. Oh, the band was expensive to have and jerks? I guess that would make sense why a festival would not want to have you back.
Just what Dick Mullen would ask. I got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really supposed to go there.
A detective?
Yes, just like the one Dick Mullen wears all the time. You'll look way more serious with that. Right, I have to get back to my homework now, before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
Criminy. Alright, well, thank you. Clothes. Hat. +1 encyclopedia. Ah, hell yeah. I am a man of distinct fashion. Alright, let's go see if I can get a poncho. I think it's also time that I can try to... Actually, let's see if there's anything that'll help me with endurance back here. But yeah, I can't blame them for not wanting them back if they're super expensive and also jerks. I mean, the whole point of a Renaissance fair, like, yeah, make some money, of course, but like, it's a good time place. You're supposed to have fun and have a good time. Don't be dicks. It's not hard to not be a dick.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
What magazine are you reading?
You mean this?
She looks at the cover, boasting a colorful photo of two girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Okay.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
I approve of this very futuristic tap on the girls kissing. What is this fashion police feature?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about
I've never heard of them. Who's the numero uno guy in there right now, and does he look like this? Or lazy eyes scan you up and down, assessing the situation.
I don't think so.
You've heard some stories. Mr. Mitsud, are you also from the
police.
PNW?
We're the real police.
I have some questions.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Does the Frit have a warehouse in the back of the Whirling and Wreck?
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
Give me something to work with here,
She
lady.
looks up from under her brow.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Did you know the man who
Not
died?
really.
Doesn't mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
Oh my god. Teens! How long has it been?
No, really long.
Okay. What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Oh. You are not, but you have ins with some bands that play similar circuits.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. Thanks for your help. Do you have any ammonia?
She looks up from her magazine, eyes filled with tired ennui.
Yes. What we have is there, in the medicine cabinet. Go take a look yourself.
Can you tell me anything about the reality we're in?
You mean, what reality? Economic reality or...
Physical
I don't
reality.
know. What about it?
You know what? Never mind. Medicine
A
cabinet.
small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays.
So what
and
stories have
packs.
you heard,
They
Mr.
all
Mitsu?
bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
So health, morale. You don't have any ammonia. That's disappointing. What about up there? What's in that thing?
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol
Oh, it's
bottles
cigarettes and
line the
alcohol,
shop
okay.
wall, inviting you closer. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
This is not a good place for a recovering addict.
Guess not, no.
Good thing you're an unrecovering alcoholic then.
I don't... Why do I
I'm
keep
obliged
passing
to
on my
inform you that both
electrochemistry?
alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Don't ask, don't look, don't do anything here. Just go away. Get back to work. Know this. You will never finish your alcohol quest if you don't buy beautiful alcohol.
Yep, we're just gonna go. Just gonna get out of here. What is this?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
I can get money this way?
Your bottles clunk into the machine.
I got
the money appears.
19
with a
bottles.
satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now. Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? You should buy more alcohol.
I'm not getting more
the
alcohol.
cycle of consumption.
Abney Park is the steampunk band. All of you have heard of him, and I have not. Much the same, they got too big for their venues, but not big enough for better ones, demanding a much higher payout than the venues could cover, then getting mad when they weren't getting the gig. Yeah, that sounds about right.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
$4 is so expensive for a raincoat. No thank you. How are you doing, Solbach? It's good to see ya.
Welcome to Rivachol.
Remark isn't addressed to you, it's addressed to the lieutenant. Are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell
it's
it.
men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Ah, we are in limbo.
Oh, come on, man. I just said, welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense.
Racist lorry driver.
Needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Yeah, I got your back, Kim. I love Kim. You know, only know of them because you're in love with steampunk. You listen to them once or twice, but didn't much like their music. Apparently, it's as good as their personalities. You just helped a new coworker move into their house. That's awesome of you. How are you feeling? Tired? Dragon Con? Once? Is Dragon Con like a furry convention, but for scalies?
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now that that's settled, we have a couple
Whatever
questions.
You say, officers.
Got a smoke?
No. He's got a smoke right there in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers. You need it after listening to his garbage.
They're smoking one right now.
Last one.
Can I get a drag of that
Sorry, all done.
then? Cool. Yeah, that's fine. This cool gaze pierces deep with noxious effluents wafting in the surrounding
Sorry,
air.
I couldn't be of any help.
What are you hauling?
Not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
I do want to kick him in the face. Dinosaurs looked at Chuck Norris the wrong way once. Other than his giant toolbox having a broken caster wheel in transit, it was pretty easy. Ooh, did you have to carry it? That sounds awful. Dragon Con is either the second or third largest pop culture convention in the US. Really? I feel like I've not heard of it before. Do I live under a rock? I feel like I live under a rock.
The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so.
I bet it was really heavy, full of tools and everything. Jeez, you poor things. Were you able to at least get the caster fixed?
Apples.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races.
Well, I'm about to sort your
Not
race.
The most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
Oh, so you're just racist. Makes sense.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Yes, I can really tell you're a prime example of superior design. All right, I've already made up my mind. Want to hear it? The man seems mildly disappointed that you don't want to hear more of his lecture. Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go F yourself?
Don't push your luck, runt.
So let's see. I've got a crowbar in my hand, and...
Looking for something, Runt? Come to tell me to...
Darn. That's what I really wanted to do. Smack him with a crowbar. Racist jerk.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings.
It's a weird-looking lorry.
Insignia.
What kind of stickers and
The
insignia?
driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
What about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
Think the lorry belongs to a tough guy?
Yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Makes sense.
He was acting tough before. This probably scared him a bit. Who knows when it will come in handy? A slightly scared, racist lorryman.
All right. I like having a leg up on the situation with that dingle dong. All right, is there any more that I can pick up? Ooh. White tank top, physical instrument. +1 to conceptualization, -1 to suggestion. Oh, -1 to Save. I like the fact that if I take my pants off, I'll do better with Savoir-faire, but not do so good with electrochemistry. Ruins full of snow, no one lives here anymore. A slightly scared racist lorryman is an oddly specific description. It's precisely what we had there.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you.
And I want to
She
come
nods
back with the
along to
crowbar.
Something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter. Some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your...
Grandma? Like to ask some questions, ma'am.
Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Grandma.
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead. No, this one is a monster in disguise.
What is half-light again? Half-light, 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 half-light. Let the body take control, threaten people. Snap your fingers in front of her face. Lieutenant stops you before you can snap.
She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
Okay, if you say so, buddy. You're back. Poor Mowgli woke up hungry and itchy. He got the good food TM, and you're leaving him alone to shed. You know, I respect that you are giving your lizard the space he needs to undress.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
The man yells toward the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot and oddly screechy for a man his size. What's going on?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody
You're
else.
here to fuck with us. Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Okay, well, I'm thinking no.
We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides,
Alpha male.
We're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
What kind of cause are we talking
Rights
about?
of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
Wait. This guy's a scab leader, right? Scabs are the people who break the strikes, which are attempting to get exactly what he wants, right? Employment, good wages, and feed your families?
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work!
Scab are usually tempires that come in during a strike and take the jobs of the strikers. Ah. I feel like this is backwards then, because he looks like he's striking? Or are these the guys striking and he's trying to get them to stop so that way he can... I'm confused.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
Call me mañana. Ordering manhauls in return. Who are all these strike breakers?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
The man runs a hand through his steadily graying military haircut.
To help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
Gotcha. Okay, I see where he's going now.
Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
Well, I want to get into the harbor too. Yeah, now it makes more sense.
Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
This is an official matter. I'm interviewing people here about a murder.
I know nothing about a murder.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him. Interesting.
Why so tense?
What are you talking about? I'm not tense.
Yes, he's tense. And dangerous. Somewhere below it all.
To work! It's shameful. Cops doing
Hey,
nothing.
Squeaky.
You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
What, Plum? Huh? What is it? You need to go potty? Is that what you need? Potty? Alright, give me a few minutes and I'll take you potty. It's not my area of expertise.
In this just yet, sir.
Pity. Let us work!
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Where are you
What's
from?
it to you?
Routine part of the investigation.
Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
Already got that. I'm interested in your
Well,
background.
Workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
Hi, Plum. Bouncer? Where from? I frequent a lot of bars. Maybe one I know?
Territorial. Ring a bell?
Not right now, but I might have been there. I don't really remember anything. Never heard of it. Are you lying?
We're done here.
He squints at you.
Strike to break.
Little spark of violence gutters in his eyes, then he blinks and turns to his men. Okay. This might be where I have to stop for the day, because Plum and Sweepy need to go potty. So, let's see who we can go raid out to, yeah? All right. Yeah, I know. Lauren is out grocery shopping, so Plum just came in here and did what we call his poop sit. He sits very specifically in a way that that we know he needs to go potty. So I'm gonna go take them for a walk, let them out, and then probably get some lunch. But thank you everyone for coming by and hanging out. Thank you, Ty, for bringing your community over. I hope you all have been enjoying it. For those of you that are still here, if you would like to catch more streams, definitely drop one of those follows. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you want to know when I go live, because sometimes Twitch really sucks, you can join the Discord. We'd be glad to have you. It was nice getting to know you better too, Ty. I hope that we get more opportunity to hang out. I'd love to play some games with you sometime. But have a good night, everyone. We are going to raid out to my friend Pasta. She's playing some Lethal Company, but she is an absolute riot. She's a sweetheart. So we're gonna raid out to her. My raid button is still not working. I need to get that fixed. There you go. You want to copy those messages. But again, thank you all so much. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to each other. Stay hydrated. Go give Pasta some love. Tell her hi. And I'll see you all in the next adventure. Take care, everyone.